Hello all, it's Ed from Third Punch Games, and today we're going to look at the Skyrim board game from Modiphius. Let's dig into this, and I'll give you a quick kind of turn walkthrough, and then we'll discuss what I think of it. So first, the game. This game follows a lot of other similar kind of games like Robinson Crusoe, or even oddly kind of Pandemic. So every turn, you're going to get a major quest, and this is determined by a quest book up here. So there's adventure scenarios. I'm going to walk through a little of the tutorial, and it gives you kind of some fluff. And it says put a quest at this cave in Whiterun. Now I have my own personal one. I'm going to be red, so I put this in Whiterun. Okay. Then I draw from a deck of events some kind of either an event like here. Oh, hey, stuff's cheaper, and I get more stuff in town, or some kind of threat. And it'll tell me like, oh, add a threat to the world. And put something in Hallmark. So we're going to get a kind of a world quest, and we'll put that in Hallmark. Where are we? Find it real fast. There we go. So we'll put that there. Now there's a troll stomping around, and I have to add threat. And threat is interesting. Bad things are going to happen if I don't defeat this by then, or I can make the world a little worse. So let's make Solitude a little worse. You'll notice that there is this deck, or there's three different spots. Um, things become unstable. I can't shop there. Things can get closed. I got to pay to get in. Or it's rioting and it adds more every turn, so the world gets worse and worse and worse as stuff happens. Or I can just put stuff on here and there is a success where I gain experience or something, or the troll token shows up and I got to deal with it. So somebody's messing with here and I can go deal with it or not. So that's the thing we can deal with, or I can go deal with my quest. Once I draw a world event, then we can take our turns. Turns are pretty simple. I move up to 4 spots along the board, 5 if I have a horse, and then I do whatever's there. If I'm in a town, I can shop, I can enchant. They have these random events. Like one of the first ones you get is you can go hang out with this guy and you can roll the smith stuff. And then you can possibly take a personal quest, which goes into the kind of the random events. So you can kind of, the world remembers, that's where I get kind of the vibes of Robinson Crusoe on the Cursed Isle, where I can do stuff and the deck kind of gets stuff. Or I can go quest. So I have this main quest here and I can move into this hold. Let's go deal with it. Now, different spots in the map, depending on what level you're in, have this kind of breakdown. So I'm in a dungeon, and I'm going to have to fight 2 beasts. I've prepped it here. Now, skills in this game are fairly simple. Um, you have these dice. There's 6-sided dice. 3 of the dice show this kind of Celtic knot symbol. 2 of these have the blank symbol, and 1 has the whole Dovahkiin symbol. So when I fight, the first thing that happens is stealth. There's the Khajiit who's really good at stealth. There are the other races. There's a bunch of them. This is just the base one that they let you play with. So I can roll stealth, and I roll my 3 dice, and if I have bonus sneak, I get to add more. I need to get 1 success, and if I do, I sneak up on them. You get 3 dice and more for each skill. So I take them, we roll them. Oh, look at that, I got a sneak. I instantly deal my damage. So everyone has weapons. Right now, you just kind of have a fist. You don't punch that well. So since I snuck up on them, I punch them. You'll notice there are 3 different types of damage tracks. There is a magic track. There is heavy armor and light armor. My ragged robes, I'll block 1 point of armor. It's kind of a little different with these creatures because they have a health bar and they have a token thing over here. This guy has 2 basic health. Well, I hit him for 1. Now, some weapons like daggers do double damage and other things where I can kill him outright. If I don't kill him, he rolls his die, and we can assault. So if my armor matches this, I reduce it. I don't have that, so he's going to hit me for 1 point of damage. So we go back and forth till he's dead. then I get rewards at the bottom. Over here, we have the bear. The bear is bigger. Now you notice he's got light armor. So we just kind of beat on each other. Same following, same pattern of I can sneak up on him, and then we go back and forth attacking. It's harder to sneak up on bear. And then he rolls dice. Now maybe he misses me, maybe he doesn't, but he hits pretty hard. If I beat him, I get the rewards. If I don't, I get kicked out, and we have some bad things happen in the world. But basically, the threat goes up. And we go through these quests, going through this deck of cards, either succeeding or not succeeding. There's a whole scenario book with different adventures. Pop that out really quick. And it tells you what cards to set out. Like these are the goals, what we're trying to do, and go through, and you make it an event deck as you kind of go through and get different things and go through the game of Skyrim. And they give you all kinds of cool stuff here, which helps build out the world. So if you succeed, you can, you level up. There actually is a level up mechanic. You get different skills and things, which give you extra dice and other fun stuff, which is all really great. So let's deal with the elephant in the room. Is this a pointless cash grab? Whenever you see like a game with a license on it, you got to be careful. Like I have the absolutely horrible Legend of Zelda board game from the 80s. That's a pointless cash grab. This thing here honestly feels like they put love into it. I'm not going to say this is the deepest game adventure game I've played. It's a card-based thing. How much you play here and read into these things and get into your character and absorb into the world is up to you. That's really it. You have to decide how deep you want to get into this game. In terms of mechanics, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. It is not redefining the world. It feels like an odd combination of Robinson Crusoe and Pandemic. But they're two flavors that play really well together. I like it a lot. 4.5 out of 5. We're not flipping the entire script of everything, but it's done well. It feels like it, and that's where the theme comes in. I give it a 5 out of 5 for theme. I feel like I'm playing Skyrim. I can actually play with my wife and I can play together. My wife hates adventure games like this, where you play once and then you reset the board. Does not like them, no matter how well they're done. Just not her thing. Here, your guys level up. You get the feeling of going through. There's a whole story. They're going to have multiple. They have expansions already set up for if you want to go after vampires and all the other stuff. The rules. I did a pretty quick overview. Honestly, 5 out of 5. I like what I see here. Here's this card. This is for this adventure, the campaign one, scenario one. What you need to do in each place. The monsters feel like they should. They got like, the little rats don't hit that hard, but they kind of hit a lot. All these little things kind of go together. The rules play nice. It's all well out there, so I don't have like any crazy, surprises. So 5 out of 5 for rules. Execution. Let's talk about the one elephant in the room. The one elephant in the room is going to be the price. We talked about how it's not just a pointless cash grab, but holy cow, to get in, there's a lot of toys in here. It's about $90 to start. That's kind of a lot, but I like Mansions of Madness, and I dropped $90 on that. So it's a bit. Let's be honest there. And it's mostly cards. They do have miniatures that they're putting in. They're adding expansions, those kind of things. So I give it a 4.5 out of 5. What's there I like. If you want all the bells and whistles, you're looking at almost $300. If you just want all the expansions without the gold coins and stuff and a deluxe map, it's almost two. So it's got some heft to it. $100 to start. That said, if you're kind of worried, hop over here. They're on their website. They're throwing it out for free. Give it a shot. Play the tutorial. I gave you the basic rules. They've got a ton of videos. It's an investment, but it's free. You can give it a shot. Decide if you like it or not. Decide, like, do I want to do this? Overall, I give it a 95%. There's love here. There is definitely love in this game. It definitely feels like Skyrim. It's not just the 12th port of this over and over and over again. So if you want to play this adventure game with family and friends around a table rather than just questing by yourself, try it. The game on Steam supports up to 4 players here. So my wife and I ran through a scenario and had a lot of fun. I like what I see. I'm probably going to back it myself. So overall, 95%. Give it a shot. Fantastic game. Modifus made a solid product. I'm Ed from Throw Punch Games at Throw Punch G on Twitter, Throw Punch Games on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Like, subscribe for content contests. Thanks for watching.